What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse here today, and we're going to talk about Nintendo's most recent Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet. Apparently, with a new update for these new games, the games have been corrupting people's save data files. So there's a new bug out there. So this is just pretty crazy. Usually, I say Sony fanboys are the worst, but Nintendo fans are kind of coming like they might be number one with this defendant of this company still. So. At first, when this game released, the game was super buggy and glitchy. People bought the game so much, so like it didn't even matter. Whatever bootcamp people did have, it didn't matter because people bought this game. Like this was one of the highest selling Pokemon games ever to date. And so I guess, hey, they just influenced Nintendo just to say, hey, we don't care even less because now they got to the point where the game is, this update is deleting your save data. So it's just like this game just being held together by apparently some paper, some toilet paper at this point. Like this was keeping this game together because this is utterly ridiculous. Like you mean to tell me people who have spent their hard-earned money for this game, they can't even guarantee that their save file won't be corrupted? This is insanity. This is just insanity. So yeah, this is the mainline Pokemon game I did not buy. I did not buy this mainline Pokemon game. This is the only one out of all the different Pokemon mainline games. I didn't buy this one, so I guess this is a good thing because it's just getting ridiculous. When I keep hearing about news about Nintendo, like in their games, like is there not cloud saves for the system or this game in general? Like what's going on here? Why are people still worrying about their data being corrupted in 2023? Like it's just ridiculous. But let's see what we got to say about this. I think Nintendo, Game Freak in general, is like they've been working with this franchise for as long since I've been a kid at this point, and they still can't get this thing together. Like, why we still having issues with this veteran studio with this game? Like, it's just insanity. But let's see what people got to say about this. But Nintendo fears cloud saving would allow cheating. Nice to see they prefer to disable cheating rather than giving security to the rest of the users who even pay more for DLC. Yes, you can't have the people cheating the Pokemon game. They got to prevent that. Like, really? You care more about people cheating in the game than saying, hey, the people who are paying a top dollar for your product and even more for the DLC, can make sure that stuff don't get corrupted when you release this ridiculous update. Okay. Please, Nintendo, add cloud file saving. It will fix this problem. Their fan base is just begging them to, introduce cloud saving to this product. Pokemon glitches in 1996, you can multiply items and even catch Mew. Pokemon glitches in 2023, where it destroys your data, it corrupts your data. So, heck yes, let's go. I love my $60 game literally not working ever after any patches we do, being truly disastrous bugs. Oh, there's a $35 DLC, sign me up. The quality assurance team must love their jobs right now, how easy it is. Yeah, it's just like, nobody cares. It's like, we can say this all we want. People are going to keep buying the newest Nintendo release. They're going to keep buying the newest Pokemon game. It's going to sell. The next one's probably going to sell like hotcakes even more. It could be super buggy, glitchy, corrupt save data. It doesn't matter. Just buy the next product. And they have the audacity to charge $70 for their new exclusives now. That's insanity. I'm going to not buy the DLC than no future games if this is the stuff we're going to deal with. I recently got into Pokemon Arceus and it was fun, but it's unfortunate that Scarlet is my second experience with this series and it's a complete disaster. So glad I didn't buy this. You are not alone with that sentiment. It looks like I would not be playing the game until the patch comes out for the patch. People say they won't be playing the games. It is crazy. People gotta set up a prayer circle to make sure their game works and their game won't be corrupted when they turn it on. Like, what are we doing here? I was like, and I don't see the same outrage. Like, it's a lot of this. Don't get me wrong. This supposed to get a lot of attention, but I don't see the same outrage that when Halo got when that game launched and people was mad they didn't have enough content. People was like shutting down Reddit threads. They were so angry. Where's the same anger with Nintendo? With this game is literally corrupting your save data. You can have like over 300 hours in this game. Start the game up with this new patch and everything gets corrupted. And if that happened to me, I would be highly infuriated. I probably would have blown us out. Like, really? There's nobody angry about this. Honestly, this is a game that Pokemon fanboys deserve. Yeah, it's like Nintendo just know they got a whole bunch of suckers who buy their products at this point. Like, it's just obvious. The game is released as buggy, and people just buying it out in droves, glitchy. It's like ridiculous. If this was a Nintendo or even a Sony game, people would not allow this. But because it's Nintendo, they can't get a free pass for BS. And it's just insane. Cloud save would not be in support of Pokemon games have always been the stupidest decision Nintendo's ever made for these titles, and it's been because of their paranoia. Yeah, they're so afraid that people might cheat in the video game. I mean, I know there's tournaments for this game, but the average person doesn't care about the Pokemon tournaments. It's like it's a niche market who actually compete in those tournaments. So, I think for the average person, you should have cloud saves for. That shouldn't be a big demand for them to do. If what is this? This is Animal Crossing, a New Horizon players managed to start a campaign to allow cloud backups for their game. I think we shall do the same for this game too. Game Freak once again shoot themselves in the foot without the cloud save backup thing. Game Freak can't have any bugs if you don't have a game to play. That is true, I guess. You can't have bugs if you can't play the game. Game Freak moment. I feel bad for anyone who was breeding shinies, and those like the super hardcore Pokemon guys who go out the way to get the shiny Pokemon. It's like I don't know how many hours you got to invest in doing that. And if your data gets corrupted, if you took plot that much time, I'll be super pissed, bro. Like this is crazy. This needs to be fixed ASAP. It just keeps getting worse. Very true how this statement is, but it doesn't matter. People are going to keep buying the next Pokemon game. They're going to keep buying Nintendo games, the first party games. It doesn't even matter at this point. Biggest media IP on the planet, everybody. And that is true, and that's very disheartening. Game Freak is such a common developer. They're so good at making well put together games. Oh man. How does this even happen? This series is a joke. You know, I don't even want to look up the number how many copies this game is sold, because this is a disgusting amount how many copies this game is sold. But it's super buggy, glitchy. The game is being held up by a shoestring at this point. It's like, but it sells extremely well though. Yeah, I'm just not gonna turn the game on until this is fixed. Bro, a product you pay for, you can't even use it because you're scared that your data is gonna be corrupted. Wow. Yearly games was the worst idea ever. This game is held together by a singular 1x1 Lego brick. People said this game was unsavable, but they weren't kidding. This is the fan base just saying, why are you doing this, Nintendo? Why? You pay for your game. Why is the game so buggy? And this is the biggest IP on the planet. I think this is the biggest IP on the planet, pretty much. It's just insane. But I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Nintendo needs to get this stuff together, especially Game Freak. They've worked on this series for way too long for them to still be this incompetent. Like I said before, this is the only mainline Pokemon game I did not buy. Because the game was super buggy and a glitch fest, I was like, I couldn't justify paying full price for a game that's super buggy and glitchy like that. And even then, even though I still didn't buy the game still having issues. Like, you can't even save your data with this new update. So, not looking good at all. And they have the audacity to charge $70 is even a big red flag right here. But Nintendo is going to keep being Nintendo. Game Freak is going to keep being Game Freak as they keep getting these insane sales. So, I don't think they're ever going to change at this point. I wonder if we're ever going to see a day when people say, hey, F Game Freak, we're not going to buy your new game. Until we get to that point, there's nothing that's going to change. But I'm going to include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.